am in Maryland. I know that wasn't on the itinerary, but basically, I didn't have a real itinerary. I just sort of had a vague idea of which direction I wanted to go. And yeah, so I just usually just put things in my GPS in Google Maps. And I kind of like Google Maps. I know a lot of people are on this Waze, but Google Maps says, like every time I turn a corner to to go get gas, of course, Google Maps doesn't know that's why I'm doing it, and they reroute me. And they usually reroute me in really interesting ways. I don't think that happened in this circumstance, but I just put in. Okay, I'll tell you what I did. I went on Google and I started looking for where. Well, I was looking up about Amish people. I always found them fascinating. I was in a play once about Amish people. So since then, my imagination went wild thinking about, their way of life and stuff. So I put in Google, like, where do Amish people live? And, they had tons of places, but the largest population was in Lancaster County in Pennsylvania. So I put that in my GPS maps, Lancaster County. And they sent me through Maryland, and they're another like 3 hours or something before I get to Lancaster County, which is in Pennsylvania. And then I can get to New York State in 2 hours from there. So 2 or 3 hours, I'm not sure exactly, but that should get me. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably stay tonight in Pennsylvania, and then tomorrow go up to New York and start. Not New York City. I've been there, done that, love it, but I don't want to be driving my van in New York City. So I'll go up towards the top of the state and drive right across to Maine. Now, it also told me that from New York to Maine, it's only like 7 hours or something. So I can kind of take my time. I've got, 7 days. Today's the 7th, I think. I'm not sure. And the ferry leaves on the 16th, but I want to be there on the 15th to find out, at least on the 15th. So if I stay in Pennsylvania tonight, how's that going to work? Yeah, I'll get in Pennsylvania tonight. And then tomorrow I will be in New York State. Anyway, that's the plan. It never quite goes that way, but GPS will take me on some interesting roads. Now, I know Blaine, if you're watching this, you've given me some really good ideas because you were a trucker, right? And the best ways as a trucker to get to these places, the fastest. So it's not necessarily me getting there fast. I want it to be, I like taking the scenic route. I don't want to be super slow and then find out I've run out of time. But I really get to see way more when I'm on the, as you called it, the goat trails. I do worry because you say the roads are so skinny, some of them. But I haven't really run into too much issue other than there was this hill in Tennessee, and it was one of those I took a turn to go get some lunch or something, and then dialed in where I was going again, and they took me back roads, and this back road was so steep, you guys, that I thought I was going to start going backwards, and I had more than a mile of people behind me, and there's like double line and no shoulder, straight up. I mean, so straight up. It's what nightmares are made of if you're in a bad car. And my car's not bad. It's just heavy, and it's not got any power. And I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna start going backwards. But I finally found a place to pull over, and it was right in front of it was at the bottom of a hill, but there was still no shoulder. It was like a corner garage, and there were bikers in there, and I just pulled, sort of like went on the corner of this, just made it off the road and cut off all the bikers in the garage. So they're all looking at me like, really? But what can I do? I had to let all these cars go, and there were so many cars behind me. I mean, swear, there was at least a mile of cars behind me. Who knew there's that many cars on a back road? But it was really embarrassing, and it was really scary for me. But other than that, I haven't had any scary trips with GPS and Google. So I just put Lancaster County back in, even though I looked up, Blaine, your route that you suggested. I don't really want to go on all interstates. I'm going to take this GPS way. It says it's another 3 hours, and then I'll be in Pennsylvania. And then tomorrow, yeah, I think tomorrow I'll head off to New York State. We'll see how that all works out. So right now in Maryland, I went to this restaurant called Bob Evans. And I'm going to post some pictures on Facebook, but like, they still have grits. They didn't have grits at the last place I was at. I thought, oh, all the southern things are gone. But no, this place still has grits, but I didn't have any. I had a protein bowl. I haven't had vegetables, like real vegetables and fruit, like for so long. And then this was a protein bowl that had black beans and corn and avocado and strawberries on the side and cantaloupe and banana bread, and it came to like $10.50 or something. And then a great big mug of iced coffee that was like $2.95, which is like half the price of the meal, but they filled it up for me before I left, and I put it in my thermos, and that should take me all the way to Pennsylvania. So you can work this. Oh, I got a piece of banana bread, 2 pieces. I ate one, and I'm bringing one with me. You can work it so that you have brunch, split it in half, and then you have your second meal. And so all my meals of the day would only be like $15. So that's not bad, right? So I'm not going broke doing these things, because I'm sleeping in my van. And I slept in a rest stop last night, and I was there from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock this morning. I watched Netflix until 12, slept till 9, and I feel like $1 million today. Yesterday I was not feeling like $1 million. I actually left my credit card at Cracker Barrel and phoned them, and sure enough they have it, but it was 5 hours back, and they don't send things, so like cards, they won't send it anywhere for me. So I have one credit card left. That's it. It's got a okay, it sounds like I'm living on credit cards. I'm not. I pay it online as soon as I put it on the credit card, as soon as I get in the van, so I don't mess up my credit. I have excellent credit, by the way, because I do that. All right, so that is the plan, and that's what's happened in the last 24 hours. And it poured rain last night, and yeah, I feel great today. I'm really looking forward to the drive. So nice talking to you guys, and we'll talk to you tomorrow on Facebook. Okay, bye-bye.